ipad2 box. I'm Neil, and today I've decided to remake a video I made quite a while ago. It's how to tear down an ipad2. The previous video I made has got 17,000 to 18,000 views at the moment, but I'm not happy with the content and I believe I can explain a lot more, so I've decided to redo it. So we're going to move the camera in now and then you guys get a better camera angle and a closer look at how to do it properly. Okay, let's make a start. Basically all you're going to need is a small Phillips screwdriver, a scalpel or something of similar thickness, because you need something very thin to get in here, and a pry tool. Now all I'm going to do to start with is use the scalpel. Now I'm just going to turn it all off. So while that's turning off, I also need a heat gun. If you haven't got a heat gun, then you can try with a hairdryer, but it's going to take a lot of work. Now the heat gun itself I set to 120 degrees Celsius, so it's quite high. Basically this is a safety one. As soon as I put it down there, it'll turn itself back off. You can get these from our website, but like I said, to be honest, if you haven't got one and you don't want to spend the money, then try with a hairdryer. It's only to soften up the glue. It will help, but it just takes a lot longer. Now, basically, when you begin, start on this bottom corner and just go in between the seal and the digitizer itself. Okay? Now let's heat it up first. Like I said, mine's come apart probably about 3 times a week, so it's really easy to take off. Might as well remove the case as well, get that out of the way. Really give it some nice heat around these, because they are really well stuck down, especially with the Apple original adhesive kits. Mine's going to come off really easy, to be honest. When you do it, just take your time, go nice and slow, like this, and just cut. Try not to go too deep. I'm going about 7mm there. And you just slide it up. When it starts getting tight, apply more heat. Don't go above 120 degrees because you will crack the digitizer. If it hasn't got a problem and you've got a problem with your LCD, then I'd advise not to go above 120 because they do start to crack. Just work all the way round. So you can see my knife's just sliding straight through it where it's been apart so much. I need to put a new sticker kit in there. So I'm just going to take it out now. Come past the forward camera. Let's slow it down. Okie dokie. I only go to this corner. I don't go down here. I'll show you why soon. Now do the bottom. The bottom, this is the critical place, okay? About here is your Wi-Fi signal cable, and most people cut through it. It's very easy to cut through this. I've done it probably 2 or 3 times, just where I've been rushing to test things. So don't feel bad if you do, and they're only like just under $4. So it's not a massive expense. Don't worry if you do cut through your Wi-Fi. We'll have a better look at that in a minute once I get it open. Just talk you through it. Pick up, go back in. Like I said, try not to go too deep. This is a critical place. So I'll bring the knife out a little, stop there and come back in on the other side of the home button. Now this is another critical area. because down here is the cable for the digitizer itself. This is why I try and avoid it the most, because if you haven't damaged your digitizer and you're looking to change something else like LCD, then the last thing you want to do is cut through that cable. So once you've cut round the first time, what I suggest is you quickly heat it up again, and then you're going to start prying it open. But once you've broke the seal, the glue seal, it's normally easy enough to cut open. So, let's put that away now. And all I'm going to do is just lift it up like so, put my pry tool in it, and just start turning it, and then basically unstick it this way. And then the corner that you haven't unstuck, you can, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just going to cut the glue all the way along, like so. There's the ribbon cable I was talking about. This is why you want to avoid this corner. If you've already broke your digitizer, don't worry, just cut it off, basically. If this is cracked, then don't worry, just cut through it, it doesn't matter, you're already changing it. This is the Wi-Fi cable, which I'll talk about in depth in a minute. Basically, to remove the LCD, it's really, really simple. You've got 4 screws, they're all Phillips. I've lost one, so I put a torque screw in it. But on yours, you're definitely going to have 4 Phillips screws in there. They're nice and big, so you don't have to worry. Make sure you put them all together in a safe place. Okay, so here we go. We just take the last 2 out, like so. I've got to use this tool, as I said, I lost one. There we go. And now I'm just going to lift this up. Try not to get fingerprints on it. If you do, remember to clean it afterwards. Okay, to remove this, if you need to change this, then I would avoid taking it off at the motherboard, only because it's not good to keep taking things on and off a motherboard. But both clips are identical. Basically, you just lift up this latch with a pry tool, hopefully. There you go. Lift the latch and pull it off. Once you've done that, just take it clean off and remove it. Okay, you've got the battery here, you can change that if needed. This is a Wi-Fi cable. It's really easy. Remember, when you're cutting through this, it's difficult not to cut through it, in my opinion. It's only because I know exactly where it is that I haven't managed to cut through it this time. When you change your digitizer or your LCD, just inspect this. Make sure it's not ripped or cut in any manner at all. Okay, if it is, change it. The way you change it, I've done a video, but you can take this plate off, and then obviously you can get to it because it's plugged in underneath onto another little board. I've made a video, you can search it on YouTube. Now, to change the digitizer itself, it's really easy. You've got 2 little clips here. Lift that up. I'm going to use my scalpel for the other one because this is in the way. And I'm just going to pop that up like that and unplug it. And there you have it. Digitizer comes clean off. Put your new one in, like so, which I'm going to do now. Just make sure you get it lined up, push it in, make sure it is pushed in all the way, and push the latches back down. Now that is back installed. LCD, again, just need to plug it back on. Remember, you've got to plug in the digitizer first before you plug in the LCD. Handy little tip, you'll be taking it back off. There we go. Once that's down, push the latch back on. Close it over. Just keep an eye on the digitizer cable. Make sure you're not trapping it in any way. Okay. 4 screws back in. one thing I will say, if you change the digitizer, we do give you a free sticker kit, okay, which looks like this. These sticker kits are only $161, so if you're changing your LCD or Wi-Fi cable, it's worth buying one of these sets and just reapplying the adhesive, just so you know it's sealed properly. Like I said, they're only $161, so it's not a great expense, and to keep dust and everything out of your iPad, it's well worth doing. So, there we go, pop that on. That's the top one. So, it doesn't matter where you put the screws, they're not all different, they're all exactly the same. So, once you've got that off, take that there, and then just close it back up, basically. Obviously give your LCD a good cleaning, and then that will finish it up. When you put it back on, just line it up. I will replace the adhesive on mine, to be honest, but I'm not doing it now because it takes a little bit of time. Okay, and then once you've got it down and you're happy with it, turn it on and hopefully it will fire up. There we go, the Apple's coming on. We'll wait, make sure it comes on and everything works, and we'll move the camera back out, so just wait a second. Apples do take a little bit of time. I think that iPad 1 is easier to open, but the iPad 2 is better to work on. There we go. So that's all working fine. Okay, let's move the camera back out. Okay, so to summarise, obviously that is how you repair an iPad 2. You do need a pry tool, a really thin knife, and a Phillips screwdriver. Just take your time when you're doing this, and don't forget you do need a heat gun as well. If you haven't got a heat gun, a really powerful hairdryer, and just realise that you're going to take a lot longer. You know, so just take your time, don't panic, and everything should be fine. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.